More local coverage now. We're uncovering new information tonight about the blast at Salty Brine State Beach this summer. Officials say an old buried cable, once used by the Coast Guard, caused that blast. Eyewitness News reporter Madeline Wright asked the Coast Guard when that cable will be removed and when the investigation into what happened will be finished. Here's what she learned.
Scientists are finalizing their report on what led up to the blast. Environmental officials say the report should be complete later this month. Underneath the sand at Salty Brine State Beach in Narragansett is a corroded cable officials blame for a blast that seriously injured a beachgoer last summer. After the blast, crews removed part of the cable, but some of it remains and juts out into the water. The Coast Guard says it's working to remove it and is hoping to award a contract soon. On July 11th, 60-year-old Kathleen Denise from Connecticut was thrown from her beach chair onto the rocks of a jetty 10 feet away, following a mysterious blast from under the sand. She went to the hospital with broken ribs and a concussion. Scientists believe a buildup of hydrogen gas around the buried cable is to blame. Years ago, before turning to solar energy, the Coast Guard used the cable to power a light in Point Judith Harbor, but the cable was inactive at the time of the blast. The Associated Press reports there are 47 places in 11 other states where underground cables once powered Coast Guard lighthouses and beacons. It's unclear how many of those sites still have the cables, but the AP says probably most of them. Some scientists recommend the Coast Guard weigh the costs and benefits of removing the cables and consider putting up signs to warn people to stay away. But the Coast Guard says it doesn't believe the sites pose a risk because there haven't been any reports of blasts like the one at Salty Brine. The Coast Guard tells me it's waiting on the scientists' report on the beach blast before deciding what to do about the buried cables in other states. I'm Madeline Wright, Eyewitness News.